Smooches, and welcome to Live Laugh Lauren. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lauren, and up here I do all things cozy and crafty, and I hope to inspire you to lean into having a crafty and creative life. So today I was hoping I could take you along and show you all the makes I had in February. I was going over it before the video, of course, and I was actually genuinely surprised by how many things I've been able to finish this month. I'm really proud of myself. And it has been a lot of more unique things, I would say. So why don't we go ahead and get started? I will say this will be a shorter video. I just more so wanted to give an update, and I'm kind of dying to finish the sleeve on one sweater that I'm going to show, and I'd much rather work on that than create more content, if that makes any sense. So the first finished object I had in the month of February was this, and as you can see, it is this beautiful cabled knit cowl, and I actually made it for a craft along for the Carolina Fiber Fest that's coming up here soon in March, and it was designed by Bunny Harper, or also known as Knit Antics, and I used the Malabrigo, or this extra Malabrigo yarn that I had laying around. I don't remember the colorway, but which I'm gonna put on because it's really nice and cozy. Look. And it's cool because since this was a craft along, when I go to the Carolina Fiber Fest, which I'm so excited about, I've never been to a Fiber Fest before, so I'm going with one of my best friends, and I cannot wait to go. It'll be a really fun time. But if I wear this when I'm there, I'll get a cute little pin to go with it to show that I did the craft along, and I'm really excited for it. And this cowl, it was the first time I ever made a cowl. I've made a scarf before, but a cowl was, you just knit in the round, right? And it has this really unique cable pattern, and it was nice because I had the leftover Malabrigo from when I made my sister's sweater, and I was like, oh, you know what? Let's put it to use. I have enough. Let's see what happens with it. And I just followed the simple. It was a pretty complicated knit or cable pattern. On the pattern, it does say it's for an advanced knitter, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think that it'll be a really fun addition to wear at the Fiber Fest is upcoming in the upcoming weeks, and I'm actually it turned out so pretty. I love the color variation on it. Look at that. It is so stunning, right? And this worked up really quickly. I think it worked up in 3 or 4 hours. I think that it had a bind, or the cast on was a binded I-cord, and it was the first time I had ever done that. But I really do like how it turned out, and I think that was the part that took the longest. Well, let me show you the I-cord edge. Yeah, so see how right there it's very, not unique, distinct in the edging. I love that, and I will definitely be taking that in the future for scarves or anything else that comes up. But again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. The next finished object I have are my Ninja Creamy Cozies. So I made 2 of them, and if you haven't watched my tutorial video yet, I would highly recommend you go check that out. I give a free pattern and how to make them, and I kid you not, I have used these every single day since I made them. They help me so much because it keeps my hand warm while I have a Ninja Creamy, and I'm really happy with how these all turned out. I will say that, so I crocheted both of these, and I crocheted them using the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby held double. So they do use, if you get 1 ball of yarn, you're fine with the yarn and there's a good amount left over. With this one and this one, this one was the first one I made, and I was kind of freehanding it, just trying to figure out how I like to do it. And this was the one that I made in the pattern tutorial video, and I'm much happier with how this one turned out. I love them. They're so versatile and great, and since they are made of cotton, they're fine to wash, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Even my fiance has used it in a pint of Ben & Jerry's, and he thought it was really cool. They're super soft, honestly. But look at the stitch definition. And yes, these were crocheted. I was kind of craving doing crochet because it's been a long time since I've done anything crochet. I've been doing a lot of knitting, and I was like, I need to go back to my roots and do some just hooking. And I'm really happy with how both of these turned out. Let me demonstrate. I got my little or Ninja Creamy pint. I really want a Ninja Creamy right now, but it's only 9 a.m. I really shouldn't have one right now. Okay, so yeah, so see how perfect that fits? It's so cute, and like, I freaking love it. I'm really happy with how both of these turned out. And these are definitely, oh, I did not finish weaving in the ends on this one. But you know what? I'll be one of the only ones using it, so it doesn't bother me. If it doesn't bother you, then I think we're all good. Let's just keep it a little secret. There's a lot of times when I don't weave in my ends, but that is actually the perfect transition to this finished sweater that I made this month. Here it is. So it is this really pretty v-neck sweater, as you can see here. And I'm so happy with how this turned out. What I was talking about with the weaving in the ends, there's a few little bits in here where it's just like kind of poking through because I didn't take the time to like weave it every single end. So the yarn I made this with was this 100% cotton that was hand dyed in my local area, and I held it double with a cotton cashmere silk blend. I think that's all it was. I forgot what brand made it. I can go and look if you want to know. Just comment down below and I can let you know. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. Just like look at the color variation on it. It's so pretty, right? But yes, this I pretty much freehanded it. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I basically used like a drops pattern that was just like free for download. I looked at that and I kind of like got some inspiration for that in terms of like how to structure the v-neck and whatnot. So, but I did do a lot of like modifications to it. Like they only wanted to, like when you were increasing on the raglan, they just wanted you to yarn over it, and I was like, I don't like that. It makes holes in your like garments, so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So I like adapted the pattern, and I'm actually debating writing my own pattern for this. So if y'all would be interested in it, please let me know and I can write a pattern. I've like been really like wanting to lean more into making patterns because I have so many ideas up here, and I'm like, I need to just like make them. One of the hurdles is like it just takes a while to make knit garments, and like I just have so many ideas, they're flowing, and I can't like knit them in time to keep up with the flow of things, you know? So I think I just need to pick one thing, try to write a pattern for it, see how it goes. But again, if y'all would be interested in that, please let me know down below and I can definitely get working on that. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. Like I definitely learned a couple things from it. So when I was knitting it, I thought I was playing a game of yarn chicken, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have enough yarn to get to the end of the sleeves. And I was like, I'll just do like a 3/4 sleeve, like instead of doing like a full sleeve. I finished knitting it, and it was a little bit more cropped, I would say. And the bottom of the sleeves were done, everything was woven in, I was blocking it. As I was blocking it, I was going through my yarn stash, and whoop-de-doo, I had I had 2 extra balls of yarn, so I could have like made them longer. So I think possibly in the future I may extend the sleeves in the body. I don't think it'll affect it. I did notice though when I was going to block this, some of the dye did come out. So I do worry that it like might be a little bit variegated, or like there might be some issues in terms of the dye lot and whatnot with this. It's the same dye lot, but like it's been worn and washed, so I don't want it to be like the sweater itself to be like a lighter color, and then a new additional piece would be a darker color. Maybe coming up soon I might add more, I don't know yet. But I'm really happy with like all the design elements of this. Like the v-neck part turned out really pretty, and then also the sleeves, they kind of like taper out a little bit and flutter a bit. So I'm really happy like overall with all this. Even when I went to work, one of my coworkers complimented me, and I was like, oh my god, I made it, and I was so proud of myself. So yes, this is a really fun knit, and I like it's more of a springtime like sweater, I would say, since it is made of cotton, so it's not as warm as called like a wool sweater. And like it does have cashmere, so like it has that like kind of good blend to like wear in like 50-degree weather. So overall, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And the next thing that I'm currently working on, it's not finished, but it may be finished later today if I just really hunker down and knit, is this sweater right here. It's called the Link Sweater by Engineering Loops, also known as Bailey Baird. And if if you've been following my page for a bit, you've known that I just finished making the paradox sweater last month. I've been working on this pattern, and like, look at the stitch definition. It is so cute. And I've been really itching to like do more cable work, as hence me working on this cowl. And I'm really happy with how this is working out. She is such a good pattern writer, and I really like how with all of her different sizes, they're very inclusive. So like, if I wanted a more tighter fit around the bust, then like I could do that. But if I wanted one that still fit me but was like a little bit more oversized, she has a similar size but in that fashion. So I really like how her patterns are super open in terms of like how you want them to fit right. This sweater I started like a week or two ago, and I'm making it in Broco Iris, and it is 50% cotton, 32% bamboo, 10% merino, and 8% yak. It's actually made in Italy. And I'm making the sweater in size 1, and I believe that this is the 4th ball of yarn that I'm on right now. I will say, and there is 100 grams or 218 yards. I am a bit worried that I'm gonna run out of yarn, as the same thing that happened with my v-neck sweater, but I think I have another ball of yarn somewhere around here in my yarn stash. I think it's just underneath some stuff. But I do think that basically what I did right now is I still have like my live stitches on my like the bottom edge still on like the wire. So I think that after I make the sleeves and see how long they go, then I can see if I can add extra length to this. But I also need to account for the collar. So I am a little bit worried, but I think it'll go okay. And if not, then I'll just take off a little bit of length and it'll be more on the crop side. Because right now it is, I think it'll end up being a bit longer. And especially since there is cotton in the yarn, it'll stretch when I go to block it. I don't know how the yak though will impact it. I don't know if I've ever knit with yak before. Is that an animal? Am I being dumb? But I think that this will also be a really nice springtime knit since it's made of mostly cotton, bamboo, and like there is that little bit of added warmth with the merino. But I am really happy with how this sweater is turning out, and I cannot wait to go ahead and wear it. I am determined to finish it today, and all I have left really is to finish the sleeves, cast off the sleeves, and I finished one sleeve, right? So like here's one. And I actually cast on the stitches for the next sleeve already last night. So there, she's coming along. And the sleeves I really appreciated. They had this German short row shaping on them, which I've never seen before, but I really like the implementation of that since there is German short rows in this pattern. So it really helps not only with the like fit on the back, or I guess the total sweater, not just the back, but also with the sleeves. So I think that was a really smart design element. I'm really excited to see how this one turns out. I really want to wear this to work one day this week, but I would need to finish it today, block it tomorrow, and then it should be dry by Tuesday, I think, maybe. But that is a tall ask because I have to finish my other sleeve, cast off my bottom, and finish the collar, which I think will take longer than the course of today. And also, I don't know what my next knitting or crochet venture is going to be, so maybe I take it a little bit slower, figure out what my next thing will be, and then take it from there. Oh my gosh, my voice went away. But with that, folks, that's all the things I have been working on in February. I'm really happy with how much I've been able to like accomplish in February so far. I made almost 2 whole freaking sweaters in 28 days. Also, let me hold the phone. February this month was such a perfect month because it started on a Sunday and like it kind of filled out the block perfectly. Like if you have a planner, you know what I mean? And there was no like extra days. I was just so, I love that. That was so a scratchy itch for me. Anywho, I'm really happy with all the things that I got to accomplish. I wrote a pattern for the first time, which was cool. I made a cowl for a knit along. I've never done that before. I really want to do more knit alongs. They will be fun. I just joined this like petite knit along Facebook page that I might try sometime soon. Perhaps, maybe, who knows? And I like basically made a self-drafted pattern, which is really cool. And now I just need to write it out because I really do love having v-necks and I would love to make more of those. So maybe I'll make another one of those. I've actually been kind of itching to make August a sweater here sometime soon, so that might also be on the books. Who knows? Maybe you'll have to check back in March and see what all I've been up to in my crafting journey. But with that, I would love to hear what you've been crafting on during this video, so please comment it down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share my channel with some of your other crafting buddies. Let's get the word out. I really want to show people that having a crafting and crafty life is a really wholesome addition to your lifestyle, and it really helps to just get those creative cogs going and moving in your brain. And get some time off the screen. It's so good for you, right? So again, thank you so much for watching, and XOXO, Lauren.